shout out to my people. Green, silver, black, and white, always repping for my Eagles. Hey, hey, welcome to the podcast, we gon' keep it real. Get it hype when the team stepping on the field. We all we got, we all we need. Philadelphia Eagles, lock in with me. It's a Philly thing, you ready? Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Riding the Bench Eagles podcast. I am your host, Asif Badi, and today we are talking about Makai Lemon and the injury concerns along with Devonta Smith in the wide receiver room. Now listen, I am not concerned necessarily about the performance of Devonta Smith or whether or not he's going to be available. I know Devonta Smith will be available because he's been available throughout his entire career in college and in the pro level. He is super durable, super tough. He looks like he's going to have a really, really big 2026 campaign, and I'm excited to see what Devonta Smith can do. However, I do think it's worth noting that both these guys have hamstring concerns, particularly Makai Lemon, because the more and more you see these injuries pile up, the more concerning it becomes. And to me, just as a medical practitioner, because I do have a PT background, ladies and gentlemen, I am a PT, having soft tissue injuries so early on in your career just means it's going to linger, especially for a rookie. I mean, we haven't even seen him play in a preseason game. Not that we would have, but we haven't even seen him play with pads yet in Philadelphia, and he's already missed the majority of minicamp. He's already missed a good chunk of training camp, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, wow, we got rid of A.J. Brown in the offseason who had chronic hamstring and knee problems, and we replaced him with Makai Lemon, who's unproven, a rookie. Yeah, might have a great mentality on him, but we haven't seen him play. And when he was on the field in practice, he wasn't all that spectacular. He wasn't all that great in terms of making wild plays or standing out amongst the rookie wide receivers or other wide receivers in camp. Hell, Dontayvion Wicks, Elijah Moore, even Darius Cooper has stood out more than a guy like Makai Lemon. And to me, if you're Howie Roseman, if you're a Philadelphia Eagle fan, if you are a part of the Philadelphia Eagles in any capacity, that is a major concern. And I get it. It's way too early. It's August 5th. I understand that. And I'm going to give the kid the benefit of a doubt because he is a tough kid. We do like the mentality the kid's got. And I understand with the new offense, it could mean a different role for him. But if I gave you a blank template and I didn't tell you the team or the kid's name, and I said, hey, you got a guy who was a first-round draft pick in the NFL draft. He goes into camp, is injured in camp, goes into training camp, I should say mini camp first, goes into training camp and is not able to get on the field due to injury, you would sit there and say, that's a little problematic. And then when I say, hey, when he is out on the field, he's not really standing out amongst the crowd. He kind of mulls along. He kind of is around the same room as Dontayvion Wicks, Hollywood Brown, Elijah Moore, and an undrafted rookie in Darius Cooper. You would say, wow, that's problematic for a first-round draft pick. That's exactly what Makai Lemon is. To me, this is concerning. Hamstring injuries linger throughout the year. Just because you get one and you get over it in the offseason, it doesn't mean it won't come back. The susceptibility for someone to suffer more hamstring injuries when you've had it once is higher. The likelihood of you re-injuring the hamstring is high, and he's already done it from minicamp to now. Guys, I like the kid. I like the Makai Lemon pick. I think he's going to be a fine ball player in this NFL career. But I won't lie. This is concerning, especially considering the fact that you traded A.J. Brown, and he's crushing it in Patriots camp. Like, he's phenomenal. Not that I'm expecting Makai Lemon to be A.J. Brown, but I'll be damned. They drafted this kid to be somebody to replace the production of A.J. Brown or to supplement the production of replacing A.J. Brown. And we haven't even seen this guy hit the field yet. That's problematic. Which now begs the question, did Howie Roseman take this out of necessity, out of spite, or did he take it because he thought he was the best player available at 20? Maybe it was the best player available. I don't know. But again, Devonta Smith being hurt, Makai Lemon being hurt, and you're having guys like Elijah Moore and Darius Cooper and Dontayvion Wicks outshine you? That doesn't bode well for our first round pick. And Eagle fans who are sitting there saying, oh, Makai Lemon's going to be fine. These guys are going to be fine. You don't know that. This is a brand new offense that we're running in Philadelphia. The quarterback, you already know, Jalen Hurts, is very particular on who he throws it to. He has to absolutely trust you. And if you're not out on the field, for anybody who's played sport, the way you develop trust is repetition. It's reps. It's earning trust. Makai Lemon not being out there does not earn Jalen Hurts' trust. It doesn't earn the trust of anybody in that locker room. So anyone who's telling you he's going to be just fine, he's going to come in here and he's going to play super well in the slot, he's going to have a great campaign, we don't know that. And the more and more this trend continues, the more likely it's going to be a campaign that we find to be underwhelming. Again, I would be shocked this year if he got 400 to 500 yards in receptions. That's generally, I think that's where he's going to be in this offense. I think Dontayvion Wicks is going to have a pretty decent year. Probably 700, 750 yards in receiving. Hell, the way it looks, Elijah Moore might get more reps on the field than Makai Lemon. Eli Stowers won't even see the field. I mean, like this is not a good situation for the Philadelphia Eagles if you were really, really setting your sights on seeing Makai Lemon hit the field. I know the game plan is to see him out there, but if he's not able to get reps, if he's not able to get a chemistry with the quarterback, particularly in a new offense, it'd be one thing if it were an offense that Jalen Hurts has been running his entire career. This is already a brand new scheme, new coordinator, new offense, new terminology. And you're a rookie. It's a different level on the NFL. Even in college, he wasn't necessarily a guy that was like a speed demon. He relied on savvy. He relied on route running, on toughness, reliable hands. All those things are valuable in the NFL level. However, you got to show that in camp. And he hasn't done that. And to me, that's concerning. And hamstring injuries, when you're already a player that's slow-footed, because Makai Lemon's not a speed demon like I mentioned before. He's already very reliant on the ability to get in and out of cuts, stop and go, all that stuff. Your hamstrings as a muscle, it's primarily a muscle that helps with deacceleration. That's one of the things it's helping you do. And if you're not able to get in and out of your cuts and you're getting constant strains, one, it's a huge level of weakness in your hamstrings and you got to rethink your whole training, number one. But two, when you're already a route running type of receiver, that's problematic. You can't. The reason A.J. Brown, for example, was able to offset hamstring and knee issues is because he's such a physical force. He's a freaking transformer. Makai Lemon, with all due respect, again, relative to who's speaking, is not a transformer, ladies and gentlemen. Good player, talented guy. I like the player, but this is not a good sign. And anyone who believes that this is going to be okay is lying to themselves. Deep down, they know this is problematic. Darius Cooper and Elijah Moore, with respect, I like those guys too. I think these guys can play. Those guys are outshining you in camp? Really? They just got here just like you did. And in the NFL, it's an unforgiving business. Now, it's not going to cost them a roster spot by any means. But this is not a good sign. Jeez Louise. And again, we have come into this season already down at wide receiver. And you've been seeing it in camp. I mean, people have been overreacting at, oh, we need to get another playmaker out there. We need more people out there. Perhaps. It's still very early, like I said. But if there's already a perception that we're already weak at the wide receiver position and our first round draft pick has not even seen the field often enough, that's a problem. I'm not calling him a bust. I'm not calling him a mistake yet. But I will tell you, I'm very concerned. And I think most Eagle fans should be as well. And if you agree with that, let me know in the comments section below. Shoot this video a thumbs up and help me get out to as many Eagle fans as humanly possible. And again, do you think this is a concern with Makai Lemon being injured? Do you think this is a concern that he hasn't even seen the field as much as other guys and that Elijah Moore and Darius Cooper are out there outshining him when they do get their opportunity? To me, that's concerning. What say you? Like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of a quicker episode of the Riding the Bench Eagles podcast. We will see you back here next time for the next episode of the Riding the Bench Eagles podcast. Hey, thank you so much for getting through this episode of the Riding the Bench Eagles podcast. If you want more content just like this, hit the subscribe button below to lock in with me. Thank you so much for your support on the opposite side of the camera, and check us out on other platforms in the description box below. And we'll see you back here next time for the next episode of the Riding the Bench Eagles podcast.